This video was sponsored by Toughness Studios. Elevate your sound. If you're looking for a studio that is reasonably priced to record your music, podcasts, etc., then you cannot go wrong with Toughness Studios. Contact the number down below or the email address or visit their website for more details. Thank you. Hi, this is my video on a unique mount for the GoPro Max or the Hero 8. Now it's a replacement fingers, and also a unique thing is a 1/4 inch thread female screw mount. So when you buy this, you get the magnetic fingers, which you get similar on these two items here, and you get the 1/4 inch screw mount. Now you do not get with this the screws. All you get extra is the star key or Allen key to take these screws off. So you're going to have to use the screws from either one of these cameras to screw this in. So the actual Allen key has the fitment for the screws on that end and on the other end. These two mounts will fit on either camera because they use the same mounts, and they are exactly the same width and have the holes in the same place as these two. What I'm going to do is show you. See, they're exactly the same. So I'm using the GoPro Hero Max as an example. They are exactly the same and they're the same length. I'll try and match them up to the camera there. As you can see, they're exactly the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the 1/4 inch thread, because I think a lot of people would want to have the 1/4 inch thread mount on their GoPro Hero Max camera. So I'm going to put it on there. So the first things you need to do is get the Allen key. Now you can either use, as I says, either this side or that side, and we start removing the screws. Now please be aware that when you're going to remove these screws, I suggest that you get a piece of white paper and place it down and put the screws on, or a little bowl or a cup, because if you lose these screws, as I said, you don't get any replacement. And if you have to buy these from GoPro themselves, they're going to charge you £20, and that includes buying another one of these fingers, which you don't want to do because you'll have another extra fingers for your GoPro. Once you remove the GoPro fingers, this is how it looks at the bottom of the GoPro Max, and the same would be of the GoPro Hero 8. It will look similar to the bottom of this. And this is what I mean by using a white piece of paper, because these screws here are very, very small and tiny. So at least if you put them on the paper here or on a little plate or a cup, obviously white, you can still see the screws. So next I'm going to put the plate on. Now I'll just place the 1/4 inch thread mount or base on there to show you how it looks. And that's how it looks on there. And as you can see that another star screw there, and that's obviously to take the camera apart, to take this unit off, but you don't remove that. And that's how it looks. And if I turn the camera around, that's how it stands out. So it sits almost flush to this crevice here. I've zoomed in and left the last screw here that you see here to show you to put how it goes in. And I've put all 3 screws so far in. I only got the last one here to place into here. Now please, when you are doing this procedure, try and work as close to the white paper as possible. Take your time. Try not to lose these screws because they are very, very fine. But I'll show you now. It's a bit fiddly, but we place the screw in there. As you can see, the screw is now in there. Carefully drop it in there, and as I said, you can use either side. You can either use this side or this side. Simply place it on top, just turn it, holding the GoPro here. I suggest put the GoPro on the flat surface while you're doing this, then rather have it in your hand. Just turn, and you don't have to do the screws super tight, really tight. You just want it enough to when it stops, just give it a slight turn to when it can't turn anymore. I normally tighten that screw first, then go across diagonally to tighten that one, then tighten that one, and then tighten that. You don't have to do them super tight, just enough that they don't turn anymore, and that is it. Otherwise you'll damage the screws. And that's how it looks. Now I'll turn it to the side to show you against the white piece of paper, and that's how far it sticks out. As I said, it doesn't stick that far out at all. It almost sits flush to the actual Hero, the Max. I'm gonna place it on this Joby Grip Tight Pro, which is a selfie stick and tripod in one. And as you can see, it has a 1/4 inch thread there. And all we do, we just simply screw that on. That's it. I don't want to over tighten this. That's it, screw it on this. And there, and I'll straighten that. And as you can see, the GoPro Max is on there okay. Now I will extend this out a little bit and shake it, and as you can see, the GoPro Max is not coming off and it sits totally flush. Now this would be great. Obviously the Joby Grip Tight Pro is a little bit wide, but it still falls within the stitch line of the camera, because as you can see, I'll bring it up close, it's the same thickness of the camera, and the camera is more sitting, I'll take this to the side to show you, extend that out a bit, and it's sitting dead straight. So now you don't have to worry about it, if it gets knocked or whatever, it won't be misaligned. It's now dead straight. One more thing, just in case you don't use the actual fingers that you get with this, because they just, as I said, it comes like that when you buy it. There's a difference between the GoPro one and the generic one, and the difference is these magnets. Do you see the little magnets? I'll use this. The difference is these little magnets here. GoPro use that oval shape or rectangle shape magnet, while the generic one uses a round magnet. So the round magnet ones is the generic one. The rectangular one is the GoPro one. And just to show you, here's the GoPro Hero 8. If I fold back the fingers there and show you there, see, rectangular. So the rectangular ones are the GoPro. So that's how you can tell the difference. So if you mix these two up, not to worry, just refer back to this video. Rectangular magnets on the back are GoPros, and the generic ones are round. Now when you do buy this item, it will come in a plastic bag like this, and you get two other little plastic bags. That one holds the units, the bases, and one holds the Allen key in there, or star key it holds in there. Now I will leave down in the bottom of the description the item number. Now the item number, one will be for the UK, one will be for the international. Now these mounts do come from China. In either case, whether it's UK or international, they're coming from China. I'll leave the item number down there, because I know like sometimes when I leave item numbers for eBay stuff, some people abroad, especially in the US, they can't find that number. It doesn't register on theirs, so they have to go onto the UK site to buy it. Now it'll be ready. I'll put them down in the description below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. I totally understand, because my videos can be long, but I like to be thorough. Oh yes, don't forget to subscribe to my